Aloy sucks, please save them Korean. Sony's the toilet in which I am peeing. Mobile game not on PS5. Breasts don't jiggle, more DEI. Now the lawsuit makes some sense, but was it worth the great expense? Blocking anybody that exposed the woke. Refuse maneuver Heimlich when you choke. Started off Batman, now we the Joker. Tank full of urine in the super soaker. More body type me, layoffs amaze me. No sex appeal for vampires crazy. Stepping on rakes got a negative aura. Fired for trying to transition Laura. Dynamics fired, shark mob released. Woke exorcism, I am the priest. Too much wind, IG and torn. 7 out of 10 for Concord and Dustborn. Fatness over, ugly shelved. AI now welcomes you to hell. Hello, beta testers. To help this channel grow and help bring consistent content, liking this video, commenting, and subscribing in case YouTube tries separating us makes a world of a difference. Recently, Ubisoft halted trading, delaying half-year earnings moments before they were to release. Shares were already down damn near 50%, a decade low, CFO calling it a short delay to finalize books and curb speculation, but this indicates imminent news. Tencent's stake, maybe some Saudi up in that ass. Whether privatization occurs or a buyout amid flops like Assassin's Creed Shadows and Star Wars Outlaws, the Guillemot family infighting is adding some of that hot petrol to the fire. Get woke, go extinct. Playing right into Asian or even Saudi hands where they'll admittedly be able to do something better than what you could because you're so ignorant with the entities you've hired. That profit is an impossibility. Rockstar fired 30 to 40 devs last month for gross misconduct, but allegedly it was some sort of union discord. It's being called a blatant union busting kind of move by people organizing protests with very interesting signs out there. I don't know anything, but I'm sure in time we'll be hearing all about it, considering over 200 of the staff signed a petition effectively that's demanding the reinstatement of these employees, to which I, of course, as Rockstar, I'm wondering, or what? You guys gonna leak something? GTA 6 slipped to now 2026, right after coincidence, crunch hell, irreplaceable seniors gone, whatever the fucking issue may be. But I'm looking at Crystal Dynamics, who is suffering their third round of layoffs this year. Yes, they have multiple studios, more than one, more than two, but a third round. Yeah, something's going on. Perfect Dark canceled, Avengers a DEI disaster, ugly, woke, slop, transition necessary for your fucking cash cow. Lara Croft, you people are not the ones. Shark Mob, Tencent owned after Blood Hunt and I think Exo Primal. You know, they're restructuring and halting projects because of a challenging kind of work environment, right? Vampire waifus, nah. Flat-chested, activist-approved, HR in the room, nightmares of an entirely different horror variety. A live service that was a corpse when you launched it. Congratulations. This pattern, easy to recognize, has become clear. Shove politics into your character design and watch revenue evaporate. Pink slips follow. Korean developer NCSoft, behind the upcoming MMO for mobile and PC, but not PS5, Horizon Steel Frontiers. It's really showing us just how hard forced IP Horizon is. The most forced IP in existence. Guerrilla consulted, but Korean team delivered. Feminine, stylized, beautiful, at least facial models that at a glance you can tell had nothing to do with the woke Western mandates that forces Aloys and girl bosses with pronouns kissing in a very queer way, so it's too woke to be hot. We miss lesbians. Whatever this is, isn't that? Gross. Sony dodging cannibalization with their own Horizon multiplayer? Smart, but with Fair Games still not cancelled, Marathon on the way, and Intergalactic so poisonous that even the comments need to be locked, you still have Concord lessons left to learn. And it's amusing Concord comes up because some people managed to, I say people, I mean psychopaths. Some psychopaths managed to get a running build of that open and running on kind of private servers, and they're receiving takedowns over it right now. But I bring up Concord to emphasize the impact, the crater that Sony may find itself in so Ubisoft a time. And when that blinding light leaves an Assassin's Creed shadow, I think we're gonna appreciate how concisely Marvel IPs in China's hands can be jiggly, explosive. Sony IP in Korean hands, tame, same, lame. I'm trying to get excited about a Gabe Newell Steam box like other gamers in this space, but if you want to hear the honest truth, man, you're paying to keep my lights on, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I don't think you've seen other people on a platform like this as frozen, and I go out of my way to try to actually be entertaining because I know some of you are in need of a distraction, myself included. And we can't really get that from entertainment that's been hijacked and turned into some sort of political lecture by inexperienced nobodies who have nothing to say, as you are seeing with yet another diarrhea that they are regarding as a story campaign for a Call of Duty game or, writing for a Metroid game. It's all just quippy, adorkable garbage that you've been seeing as far back as Forspoken and a bit further if you were savvy to this shit. Disney is moving forward with AI, and it's pissing off the types making insufferably bad cartoons that, in my opinion, are the reason why the cartoon industry in the West is dead. Arc Raiders has AI, but you will hypocritically see different reporting for that as it contrasts something like Call of Duty, because the water-carrying shills and games journalists in the industry of the identity entity variety, they got ass cheeks to spread for meat that keeps the food on their table. That being said, Arc Raiders AI, Disney AI, if you follow and fuck with me, you've seen me getting down on Fortnite AI as it was implemented previously with Darth Vader, as the estate behind the late James Earl Jones agreed with his sentiment when he was alive to allow his voice to continue on to delight fans posthumously, as long as it were in the right hands. Actors are moving forward with AI, and I wouldn't be surprised if in the gaming industry specifically with a lot of these Western games, Deborah Wilson doesn't already have something contractually allowing them to just use her without her needing to ever come in some of the shit moving forward, because they can identically represent Deborah Wilson, whom they do not regard as too pretty. I saw Sean Murray retweeting something about Google, who is training itself with AI looking at No Man's Sky. And when I scanned the comments, all that I could see in the way of the a-holes leaving strong arm attempts, forceful threats, and just shitty comments, they all had me blocked, and surprise, pronouns in their bio. So remember my prophecies clearly. As we proceed forward, irrelevant journos and shills will focus on AI as why this year's Call of Duty sucks, but it is far from why many have said no to this entry. I hate the game Call of Duty for reasons that have nothing to do with the lazy implementation of tools that are unavoidable as we push into the future. We are not the same. It's lovely to see the big forehead POC girl boss with missing limbs use her advanced strong woman parts to Captain America in another lazy campaign. I can summarize with images. So here's Call of Duty after removing a skin for a creator they put in because they said that Call of Duty should leave kids alone with all of the identity politics cancer they needed to inject. Here are fans making it clear that SBMM needed to be tuned, which didn't matter until Call of Duty could tell that the poor sales were going to be impacted moving into this entry. Barely 80k players on Steam for this Black Ops 7, by the way, down from 250k. Quite the drop, nearly 70%. From 250,000 down to 80k. But that's what happens. As a black man, I'm not afraid to say bluntly that these losers supporting fraud, for no pun intended, brownie points, is whack. I hope it all pays off because bald-headed losers protecting campers so hard that you're unironically putting out statements like, we don't want to punish shooters in the shooter. I told you this shit was going to catch up to you because you're incompetent and you're fucking stupid. You're as capable as you are beautiful, which is to say not very. It's clear that the mamby-pamby pussies put in charge of these games these days wouldn't know their ass from a hole in the ground, so making a shooter game in America would be hieroglyphics. It would just be too much. So as long as we have these types, the 343 industry, HIV, Latinx specialists, you know, I'm going to change another culture's language because I'm triggered by the binary male and female. Oh my God, gaming's shedding activists. The dead weight they are. Woke flops, bankrupt studios, pretty characters in video games that are managing data that is irrefutable. So I can't even get to this Gabe Cube kind of crushing, you know, anything, shaking things up, establishing competition. I'm tired, and I know that you're tired too. And I'm gonna have to be looking out for the things that I hope we can truly use to escape with. So I'm in Where Winds Meet right now, seeing where that goes. You know, Rivals is really updating and amusing people. Fortnite, that Simpsons season's so corny, it's right up my alley, man. And even Arc Raiders has its own little events going on for the people who are down with the PvP of it all. I want to thank you for doing whatever you do around here, and I want to remind anybody that may be going through something that, yeah, it's probably going to get a little worse, but it will get better as well. So guys, I hope to see you in these streams, and I'll go ahead and put together a list of games that are significant to me moving forward. And I think as we roll into this end of the year game award showcase, we're going to have some tough conversations about the non-existent future of a lot of these losers who have spent more time online talking shit and trying to influence the way that the industry views fucking social issues instead of making a competent game, which would have had us going crazy. I really believe CDPR is cooked in a way that only a heterosexual could explain it to you. So in the future, I'll get that done. And in the meantime, just keep being you. Thank you for watching, and stay out of trouble.